Hey friends, in today's video, I'll show you how to create any enrichment waterfall inside of clay.com in under 2 minutes. Now, for those of you that may not be aware, a waterfall is basically any sort of sequence of enrichments that you want to put in a certain order to maximize the quality of data. So typically, the one that you would have heard about is the email finder waterfall, whereby you go to email provider number 1. If that doesn't give you an email address, we go to provider 2 and then to provider 3. Now, you can do the same with any sort of enrichments. So let me give you an example of how that works. So inside of the clay table, you will have to click on Add Column. You will then see this button pop up which says Waterfall. You will click on that. And let's imagine that we're trying to basically find contacts working at a company. So we're trying to do an enrichment waterfall for finding people in a company. And the first enrichment that we're going to try in this case is we're going to try to use our Apollo API to find people working at the company. So let's say we're trying to find someone who is working in marketing, and we then will basically just select the information as we usually do over here. So we just need to match the job title and the company domain, and we'll then save the waterfall step. And just make sure at the top, you just select what you want to see in the output, and then we'll click on Save Waterfall Step. Now, in cases where Apollo cannot find the job titles of people, because Apollo is only like 50-60% accurate most of the time, sometimes you may wish to spend a couple of clay credits on finding the contacts working in the company this way. So you will then click on this option, which is the second option. Once again, you will select the kind of details that you want to see for the people. And over here, you'll input the LinkedIn company profile URL. You'll input the job title we're looking for. So in this case, let's look for founders, just in case, and we'll click on Save Waterfall Step. Now, you can then select the data type that you want. So most of the time it will be the text format in the output. And then you can click on Save as Template. So that next time, as I mentioned at the start of this video, next time you can only spend 2 minutes building it from scratch because you already have a template saved. So in this case, I'll just call it Find People, and I will copy it into the description. I'll click on Save Template, and we can run all the 11 rows. And what you will see happening right away is, to start with, we're using Apollo, and then if that doesn't work, we then use the Find Contacts feature, which found us one extra person. Once again, this is a 10% improvement in data quality across this data sample, so I cannot recommend this highly enough for you to try out this custom waterfall feature and for you to use it to its potential. And you can do this with anything ranging from like email finders to, I don't know, any sort of other common enrichments that you do for prospects, even like things like opening lines that you're sending to people. And by the way, I'll link a video down below to show you how you can personalize 15 first liners and choose the one first liner from 15 that's the most relevant for the individual prospect. So you want to check that out. I'll link it in the description down below. If not, go test this out, and hopefully I lived up to the hype with this video by claiming that you can recreate this in under 2 minutes. If so, please give this video a like. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And on top of that, if you want to hang out with me for God knows how many hours, probably over 3 hours to start with, you can become a clay expert in under 3 hours inside of Unlock Clay. So go to unlockclay.com if you want to check that out. And other than that, I'll see you in the next video. And if you want to click on the Unlock Clay link, it will be linked underneath the video as well. Anyways, see you there. Cheers.